Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To the Honorable Mrs. Sri Suningsih as a lecturer of Business English, and to the Honorable all student from A and B class. We are from Group 4 from B class. In this opportunity, we would like to present about error in business writing. And before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Halida Hairiyah with student ID number 061 as a moderator who will guide this presentation. And the material in this presentation will start from missing capitalization and will end with missing word. Okay, for the first material will be present by me, Halida. Next. Okay, missing capitalization. We know that when we start writing, we have to watch step to use capital letters. Because using a correct capital letters is important because it can improve reader understanding. And here I will show you about the rules when you use capital letters. Okay, the capital letters is used in the first word of the sentence. Okay, we can see on screen, for example, that the letter S is capitalized because it is the beginning of the sentence. And second, capital letters is used in the name of relative to indicate family relationship when used with name. And then third, the capital letters is used in the major word in title of books, articles, and song. And for example, have you read Relia's great novel, Negeri Pada Berdebah? And for exception, do not capitalize short preposition, conjunction, or articles unless they are the first word of the title. Next. Okay, and then the capital letters is used in the name of God, specific deities, religious figures, and holy books. For example, gods is there are Buddha, God of Father, Allah, and Zeus. And for holy books, there are the Bible, the Quran, and the Bhagavad Gita. And for exception, do not capitalize the non-specific use of the word God. For example, the Greeks believe in many gods. Next. And then the capital letters is used in direction that are names such as north, south, east, and west when used as a section of the country. And then for exception, do not capitalize direction when used as compass direction. And six, capital letters used in the day of the weeks, month of year, and holidays. And seven, the capital letters used in the country's nationalities and specific language. And the last is capital letters used in initialism, and acronyms. Next. Okay, there are errors in using capital letters. Okay, first is capital letters in email subject. Do not, when we writing a subject email, do not use capital letters in all words because it will give the impression of anger. Next. The next error is first letter of the word indicating kinship. When writing a name to indicate family relationship and use with name, we must use capital letter in the first word. And then and then the next error is capital letters in trademark names. When we writing a trademark, we have to use a capital letter in the first word. And then the last is the capital letters in the geographic name. When writing a name of geographic, we must use capital letter in the first word. Okay, I think that's enough explanation about the first material. And now let's move on the next speaker. For the next speaker, time is yours.
Okay, thanks to the moderator. My name is Putri Fitakarani with the lesson PM 079. I will explain the missing comma after an introductory element. Next. Use a comma after each introductory element, whether a word, phrase, or clause, to clarify where it ends and the rest of the sentence begins. Without the comma after the introductory element, it's hard to see the location of the subject and object in a sentence. Any introductory words and phrases that appear before the main clause in a sentence must begin with a comma. For example, for the subject, first, in this presentation, I will start with our company information. The comma is after the word presentation and before the subject I. I is the subject. Second example, as we all know, everyone uses technology today. And the comma is after the word no and before the subject everyone. For the example for the object, next slide. First example, as you can see on the screen, the COVID-19 virus is a very fast-spreading virus. The comma is after the word screen and before the object COVID-19 virus. Second example, ladies and gentlemen, this presentation will discuss about blah, blah, blah. And the comma is after the word gentleman and before the object presentation. And for the next explain, back to the moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Putri Yulvita, for your explain. And then for the next speaker, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator. My name is Grisari Ladana Maharani with class NPM 096. Here, I will explain about sentence fragment. Sentence fragment is a group of words that look like a sentence but actually isn't a complete sentence. Sentence fragments are usually missing subjects or verbs, or they don't express a complete thought. While it may be punctuated to look like a complete sentence, a fragment cannot stand on its own. However, because there are many reasons why a group of words look like a sentence but doesn't have a complete meaning or meaning. Reason for sentence fragments. First is missing subject. Words then don't use a subject, so it's a sentence with an explanation about the verbs or adverb of time, but it's not clear who did the action. Second is missing verbs. If a sentence doesn't have a verbs, information about the subject activity is lost, and the reader wonder what is missing and how to make it more logical. Next is missing subjects and verbs. There is even a sentence fragment which is only an adverb sentence. Sentences like this don't have a subject and a verb. The sentence can even be quite long and only in the form of description. And the last is dependent clause. In addition to the sentence must have a subject and a predicate, there is also a sentence structure that requires another sentence to explain it. The reason why a sentence becomes sentence fragment is because a sentence is in the form of dependent clause that require an independent clause as an explanation. So how to fix a fragment sentence? First, it's add the missing parts. As you can see, the first sentence has no subject. Enjoying his latest self-development books. You can add a subject or verbs to complete the talk. So, Roland was enjoying his latest self-development books. Second is join clause. Join the dependent clause with an independent clause to complete the talk. As you can see, the first sentence doesn't have a clear information. Because her puppy got sick. The correct one is Kelly was late for work because her puppy got sick. In this example, you can also remove the subordinating word to complete the talk. And the last is rewrite the sentence. Rewrite the sentence that isn't making a complete. First, sentence fragment, he ran through the door, clenching his water bottle. When he reached the crib, he saw that the baby was okay. Complete sentence, he ran through the door. His hands clenched his water bottle. When he reached the crib, he saw that the baby was okay. Okay, next material will be delivered by my friends.
Okay, thank you, Griselda, for your explain. For the next speaker, time is yours.
Okay, thanks, moderator. I'm Devani Anastasia with the last NPM 0998. I will explain about the pronoun reference and fact pronoun reference. Pronoun replace nouns, that is, they replace one noun, a person, place, thing, and concept. For the example, them replace student. General reference means the pronoun is being used by writer to refer to a general idea in a preceding verse or sentence rather than to a specific identifiable noun. The next fact pronoun reference. The example, after putting the dish in the cabinet, Mabel solved it. The pronoun is does not have a clear noun antecedent. As a result, the reader cannot know for the survivor may sort the disk or the cabinet. The pronoun referent is faultily her because the pronoun it has two antecedents. Such error, correct faultily or fake pronoun reference, can confuse reader and obscure the intended meaning. There are three major pronoun reference errors. Error 1, too many incidents. A pronoun should have only one incident. That incident should be clear and unmistakable. The example, take the radio of the car and fix it. Anyone who reads the sentence would not know which item was to be fixed. Does it refer to the radio or the car? The answer is unclear. In the above example, faulty pronoun reference occurs because the pronoun it has two possible noun incidents. To fix the sentence, substitute a noun for the pronoun. Take the radio out of the car and fix the radio, or take the radio of the car and fix the car. The next error 2, hidden incidents. Faulty pronoun reference error also occurs when the pronoun incident functions as an adjective rather than a noun. In such cases, the true incident is hidden or obscured from the reader because it has been subordinated to another noun. The example, the candy dish was empty, but we were tired of eating it anyway. The reader of this sentence may think that the dish was being eaten because this appears to be the incident for the pronoun it. Obviously, people do not eat dessert. What this written means to say we were tired of eating candy. However, candy cannot be the incident for it because candy situated in form of the noun dish is acting like an adjective. Only nouns can be incidents. To fix the sentence, substitute a noun for the pronoun it. The candy dish was empty. We were tired of eating candy anyway. The last error 3. No incidents at all. Another kind of faulty or fake pronoun reference problem occurs when written as a pronoun giving the pronoun any incidents at all. The example, the witness called the television session but did not answer. In this example, the pronoun they has no noun incidents to which it can refer. To repair this error, we change the pronoun they to a noun. The witness called the television session, but the reporters they do not answer. Okay, thank you for attention, guys. The next will be continued by my friends.
Thank you, moderator. My name is Linda Nabila Nurisya. The title is comma space. Comma space is a common grammatical error in English. A comma space occurs when you use a comma to join two complete sentences without a and permission joining word between them. The comma just isn't strong enough to do the job of making one grammatical sentence out of two. A comma space is when two independent clauses are incorrectly joined by a comma to make one sentence. Next slide. Comma space is independent clause. And an independent clause is complete sentence that can stand on its own grammatically. To be a complete sentence, the clauses must have both a subject and verb. For example, I went to the mall. John was there. I went to the mall is an independent clause that can stand alone is either one sentence. Jane was there is also an independent clause. It is grammatical incorrect filling his sentence with a comma. Next slide. First step forward was to solve the common speech problem. Solution 1, use a period. A period might be your best choice for teaching a common speech when any of the following conditions holds. 1, the logical connection between the two independent clauses is evident. 2, one or both of the clauses is long. 3, the ideas repression in the two clauses are distinct. Solution 2, use a semicolon. A semicolon is probably the most operative remedy for your comma space when the following two conditions hold. 1, the logical connection between the independent clauses is very clear. And 2, the ideas referenced in the two clauses are very closely related. Next slide. Solution 3. Solution 3, use a coordinating conjunction. Like the semicolon, a conjunction always used to combine your two ideas in a single sentence. But it has the error of allowing you the independent logical relation between the two ideas. Solution 4, use a subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunctions are similar to coordinating conjunction in that they allow you the logical relation between the independent clauses. However, unlike coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction only occurs first on the two parts of the new sentence. We can use the subordinating conjunction also to solve our comma space problem. And we can do so in the two different ways. Thank you for explaining.
Okay, thank you, Nida, for your explain. And then for the next speaker, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for moderator. My name is Muhammad Kelvin Andika. I will explain about missing word. Missing word is an English learning method that's very suitable from a beginner. This method can train speaking speed and train students' memory. This method is done by eliminating some words in the sentence. But in business English, missing words contain connotative meaning. That is figuratively meaning the missing word. The real meaning is denotative meaning. Is a word that is intentionally left blank or unfilled, so that we can fill it in. If Indonesian, it is usually called a sentence or tag gap. For example, word omitted from a sentence or series of the words in a puzzle, in newspaper or magazine competition. To be supplied by the competitor, frequently attributive designing such a competition. Enough from me. I give back to moderator.
Okay, thank you, Kelvin, for explain. And then thank you for all speakers to explain about the material. For our discussion, we conclusion that when we writing in business, we must avoid mistake that can have the consequence later. Possible errors have been explained by our group. That is, first, missing capitalization. Second, missing comma after an introductory element. Third is sentence fragment. 4, pronoun reference. 5, commas place. And 6 is missing word. And for ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to say thank you for your attention. May all those we have shared be useful for all of us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.